So I bought myself another attachment for my Aputure light, the new Aputure Spotlight. For a lot of projects I've been doing, I've been wanting to really get into a new level of my lighting capabilities. You know, really get into creative lighting, really make a lot of things stand out more. And I was running into an issue where I needed to really control the light even more. Hence why I ended up buying this guy. And they released it in 3 flavors of lens sizes, the 19, the 26, and the 35. Probably have to fix that on the little thing on the bottom, but whatever. I want to do an own personal test to see and to help others, you know, kind of add to the plethora of videos. Honestly, I like seeing a lot of different videos where people talk about the same product, because then you can ensure that if everyone's numbers are basically the same, then you know that they're quality products across the board. They're all being made, you know, with quality control in mind. So let's talk about the Spotlight, Aputure's Spotlight product here. And as you can see, it actually is kind of wobbling because it's a crappy stand. I recommend definitely to put it on a C-stand, but I lowered it because I'm short and my C-stand kind of goes a little bit higher. I need to get like one of those baby C-stands. I'm not going to go into too much detail because there's a lot of guys online that do a great job showcasing everything on this light. On this attachment. Okay, so I'm going to do a really quick test. I wanted to do this video kind of fast. I'm actually packing up to head out on a trip, and I just wanted to really showcase this light because I've only recently picked it up. And I did finally get to use it on 2 projects, and one of them, my client was very happy, was very kind, I should say, to let me kind of do a little bit of a test with it, along with a little stop point where I can showcase the lighting layout for it, and to let myself test this light on her project. So thank you to Olivia G and her station. I'll definitely have to put a link down below for you guys to check out her station. She's a great YouTuber. Let's move forward. Oh, I do want to talk about, a lot of people were asking, I posted on the Aputure group, and I'll tell everybody else on YouTube that, you know, I got this thing and people are like, well, someone I think posted about how they were surprised that it came with this humongous box. This box is probably about 1/3 of my size. Okay, it's huge, it's hard, but it's really nice to be able to have a very quality product box to hold on to this. When I picked up the store, even the guys at the store were really surprised how heavy and huge this box is. The one thing I actually was a little disappointed with, but I'm not surprised, was I was hoping, one of the videos that Ted talked about from Aputure on one of the videos when they were first showcasing and demonstrating this light, is there's an attachment that lets you kind of change the shape of the beam even smaller. But I believe that only comes with the 26 and the 35 size light lens, because the 19 is already quite spotted out. The cool thing is you don't have to go out and buy this thing every single time to get the other pieces. You can just buy the adapter. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. You can take this guy off. That comes out, then you just buy this attachment, and you don't have to buy this over and over and over. Anywho, easy enough. You just slide it in. It's pretty hard to mess that up. Find the little screw hole area, screw it back in, and basically with this you can move it back and forth and focus in the light. This is very nicely hard product. It'll definitely take a good beating when you're out there shooting. So let's get into the shoots. So first I'm going to put this on a correct stand and get it off this dinky one and put it on the C stand. So there we go. All right, so I put it all together. I have put it on a C stand because that's a lot more stable and everything on here, so a lot better for this. So as you can see from here, the attachment, you put the attachment on, and then the light is just an attachment to the attachment. So using my light meter, we're gonna go ahead and fire it up, and I'm gonna do my own personal test to share with you guys. I closed my curtains behind me so we can just fire at the curtains. Okay, so what I have here is I have the 300D Mark II, and I'm gonna do a couple of tests. I wanna actually just fire it off at 100% so you can kind of compare what this does on the spot. Okay, so there's the light. Really bright, it's probably blowing out the camera right now at 100%. And I'm firing it away. So let's actually be even more scientific with this test. So let me turn off the light real quick. I'm gonna take out my trusty scientifical piece, the measuring tape, and let's measure the distance here. Okay, so I moved the light. I did a little bit of measuring, did a quick measuring. Here I have the 300D Mark II. I'm 3 meters away from the wall to the cob. That's what I'm doing the distance of. And let's go and fire it up. So I'm gonna put this light at 100%. So I'm using my Sekonic 478D here. And I'm gonna do this all in the lux setting. It's 3600 lux in my particular setting currently. Okay, so just to give you that, it's 100% on the 300D Mark II at 3600 lux. Okay, you know what I also want to do? I also have a 120D Mark II here. All right, so what I have here now, I actually set up my 120D, put up the light. I just wanted to kind of like compare that also since I have one. I actually just took the updated attachment that comes with the 300D and put it on the 120D. So it does push out just a little bit more light out as well. So let's go and do a quick kickback on my Sekonic here. So the 120D Mark II, just to kind of help with the comparison, is at 100% at 1900 lux from the same 3-meter distance that the C-stand set at. So now let's see what the spotlight does to these lights at 100% spotted out. So let's bump this light up 100% and let's see what that kicks out. All right, that is 100%, and as you can see, it really focuses the light. So I am at 3 meters. We have the 19-degree attachment. So if you want to go a little bit bigger, this might not be perfect for you. Shots for like products, smaller products, this would be a good spotlight for it. Or if you're at this distance and you want to actually just focus your light if you're in a small space, this is what you're going to be getting with the 19-degree light. I'm not here to talk about the cuts. Again, there's tons of great videos about different ways you can put gobos in here. You can have a little more fun. I wanted to just do a quick test for intensity, to kind of help the community even more with these products. So let me go ahead and show you guys the intensity of this. So let me get my Sekonic. Where did I put it? There it is. So this is the 300D Mark II that I have on here currently with the spotlight attachment. Puts us at 9,000 lux. I don't remember what the number was earlier. I think it was like 3,800. So this is just a little over 2 times the amount of light getting kicked out. We've done the test with the 300D. Let's go ahead and stick the 120D and see how much of an output that gives to that. I'm expecting the same thing. We're gonna go 2 times the amount of light that went from the 120D, which I'll have to put the numbers at the bottom so you guys can see all that because I am forgetting all the numbers right now. Okay, with the 120D, again, 3 meters away, and this is at 8,000 lux. So that's pretty interesting to see that the 300D is only 1,000 lux more than the 120D. But let's go ahead and take this down. That is the quick test, so I just wanted to show you guys. What I want to now talk about is basically how this works in the real world and how I used it on my little shoot. So I'm just going to show you a quick video of that and show what I did with the lighting. So on this shoot, Olivia came to me and wanted to do a quick commercial. Basically, Philadelphia Cream Cheese is doing this little post where they're trying to get people to make videos to send to them here in Toronto. I think it's all of Canada. We came up with this idea in like 2 days, and I said, well, let's do a green screen thing and let's light you up, and I'll show you guys the final product later, probably on another time. I'm not gonna have the final product for this video, and that's okay, but at least you guys can see the lighting layout. The background you have is a green screen, and the green screen we lit with the 150 Godox. It's not one of my Aputure lights because I only have 2. So I had that at about 85% to 100. It's like a nice good spread off of bounce onto the green screen. Above her, we have the 300D Mark II with one of the large soft boxes pointed kind of down on her a little bit to kind of give her that heavenly look more, so kind of really make that room a little more bright. And we turned that up to about, I think we were about 65% with the 300D Mark II, and I wanted to highlight her. And then of course, since we were doing a little bit of a commercial based on the Philadelphia Cream Cheese product, we had that in front of the camera that I did rack focus to. In this shot, you're gonna see it as out of focus, so the camera is gonna rack focus to it during the shoot. We put the 120D with the spotlight, and I was able to really cut out the lighting. I didn't want it to spill onto the door that was in the background, to spill onto the room. So that to me was a wonderful part of using the spotlight. Really let me focus the light on the product, and that's what I'm hoping to do with this product for my future projects that I'll be doing. I'm looking forward to doing more tests with this. I might actually even do another video where I do another test with this on a more narrative project. I have a couple of narrative projects coming up down the pipeline that I'm looking forward to doing this test with. There's a couple of guys I know who are some good gaffers that are gonna be working with me down the road. We're all talking about trying to see if we can even have more fun with it and find other ways to make the light work. So thank you guys for watching. This has been a lot of fun for me just to do this really quickly. I kind of just threw this really fast. I'm sorry if I spoke really quickly on the camera, but I was a little excited about this product and I really wanted to do this before I went on my trip and forget about doing the video. So thank you guys for seeing this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.